Hello, this is James George with Create a Beacon, and today we're going to learn how to quickly select fire in Photoshop. And with this, you can create your own custom fire brushes, and it's actually a really easy technique, and you can do it in a matter of just a minute or two. First thing you need to do is you need to go on the web and find a fire image. And so Stock Exchange is a good site where you can find free imagery without having to pay for it. You need to look at the restrictions though, because some images you need to give the artist credit for. Standard restrictions apply to this image, so it's okay to use. Um, you can also modify these and use masks and mask out certain areas and completely change the look of it and create a new work out of it. And if you do that, then there's no need for that. But you should still give the artist credit if you use their work. Um, and so all you have to do is just click the image, and it will open in a new tab, and you can copy and paste it into Photoshop. Just right click on it and say copy image. You go into Photoshop and paste it. So here you have your fire image. It's 26, 27, almost 2800 pixels wide and about 33, 3400 pixels tall. It's a pretty large image. So if you want high res fire brushes or something like that in Photoshop, you can create your own using this technique. And so if you're going to select fire, that's some people might try to tell you to use the quick selection tool and do quick mask and things like that, but I've got an even quicker way to do that, and it's using channels. And so if you just hop on over to channels, you see this is on its own layer. You hop on over to channels, and you have your different channels here. And so depending on what you want, you can load any of these channels as a selection. I'm going to choose the red channel just as an example. And so if you hold down the command key or control on PC and click on the preview image in your channel, it will load the luminosity as a selection. And then when you hit paste, in the layers, oops, excuse me, do a new layer. When you hit paste, you have the fire as a selection. And you can tell that it's basically the same fire as what's in this image. All you have to do to see that is just fill the layer below it with black. And you can see it looks like the same image, roughly. And so this is good. And if you want to use this as a fire brush, it's pretty simple. I'll show you how to do that real quick too. Little bonus tip for you. And so if you want to load this as a selection to make a brush out of it, all you have to do is go to mode, grayscale, and invert it. And everything that's black and everything that's white will become your nothing. It won't be selected. So if you just select all of it and go to edit, define brush preset, you can see that this is a really high res brush. And so say name your brush, And so if you decide, we'll create a new layer. Oops. It's Command Shift New if you want to use your keyboard shortcuts. And we'll hide the background layer. And if you just want to take your brush tool, hit the B key, it will be at the bottom of your brush panel. And you can see there's your custom fire brush. Now, if you're going to make fire, I'll show you how to do this. You don't want to use black as your color because that's what it'll look like. The black fire doesn't exist, at least not in my realm of reality. So you can change it to white. And here, I'll make a black background just for you to see. And create a new layer. And so with white as your foreground color, all you have to do is click, and there's your fire. And you know, I know you're probably saying, well, it's white and black. What good is that going to do me? Well, I'll show you. You could. This is where you can make any color of fire you want, and it will be really cool looking. So if you double click on your layer that you put the fire in, you can go to Outer Glow and choose a color. We'll say an orange, a deep orange. I think my mode is still in grayscale. I think that's the problem. So we'll change the mode back to RGB. Okay, so you know, normally you'd be working on a new document and I wouldn't be in grayscale, but I forgot to switch back. But that's okay, so that's easily fixed. And so now we'll go back in and do Outer Glow and choose an orangey color, nice deep orange. And we'll change the blend mode from screen to hard light. And so to get a more mix of colors in there, you can go to Inner Glow and choose a different color. This time we'll choose a yellow. Nice bright yellow. And we'll change the glow to hard light. And so there's a realistic fire look, and it's custom however you'd like. So if you want to edit it, you can just go back in and change either the inner or outer glow, and see the yellow and the orange sort of mixed together, and you get the realistic flames. If you wanted a custom flame color such as blue, you could have like a rich blue there, and then for inner glow you choose a much lighter blue, sort of like a sky or sort of an aqua blue, and that's how you have a blue flame, and it looks realistic. So in a matter of just a few minutes, we created our own custom fire brush from a selection that would have taken a while to do by hand. But using the luminosity trick, we now have created our own custom high-res fire brush from an image in Photoshop. I'm James George, and this is Creative Beacon. Thank you for watching.